Welcome to Bennett's Bike Social, welcome to southern Spain, welcome to the launch of BMW's new R12 NineT. Familiar air-cooled platform, familiar retro bike that we've seen before, but now it's got a new chassis, new frame, new electronics updates. Let's get it through its paces on these beautiful roads in Spain. Here at Bennett's Bike Social, it's quite often that bikes kind of slip underneath the radar because come October, November, EICMA, NEC, there's so many new bikes, it's hard to keep up with all the new models. And the R12 NineT kind of went under the radar for me. And then when I saw it in reception, I was like, that's nice. Why did I not read about that? That's attractive. Then I quickly went through Bike Socials, saw the kind of technical review that Ben had done, and it's not a massive upgrade. It's still the air-cooled 1200 lump, but the frame is completely new, the airbox has been moved underneath the seat. They've really kind of simplified the styling, new tank, new forks, new shock. There's a lot done with styling, there's a lot done with chassis, but essentially it's the same engine that's now Euro 5 Plus compliant, which is a difficult job on an air-cooled bike. Performance is near or thereabouts the same, it's about 105 horsepower, but they've done a lot of work on the fueling. And what I mean by that is the fueling is really nice, especially in the road mode. And also they've given it more torque and more low down grunt. And it's not like the old air-cooled 1200 was lacking low down grunt. If you ever rode a GS back in the day, you'll know what I mean. But this has been so drivable and so lovely to ride. Just from 2,000 to 4,000 RPM, third gear, switching up a mountain road, it is effortless. Really nice big wide bars, means it steers. It looks heavy, but it isn't, so all the weight is carried quite low. And again, if you've ever rode a GS, a 1200, the weight is really low and they have a lovely natural balance to them. And this has the same thing. It's got that kind of flow as you ride it in between the corners. Nice wide bars, loads of ground clearance. You've got cornering ABS, you've got cornering traction control, you can carry corner speed. This bike handles, it may look like something from the 70s and 80s, but it handles like a modern bike and it's backed up by excellent rider aids. I was unsure about the Continental rubber when I first saw the bike, but actually they've performed really well. I can't find any fault with them. The conditions have been really good here, but they've worked on all kind of surfaces and all types of road. The engine is a little bit vibey when you get towards the high RPM, but that's to be expected. But thoroughly enjoyed riding that bike in a really simplistic, get back to basics way of riding. So welcome to a very steep hillside in southern Spain. This is BMW's R9T, so it's the R12 NineT. I got that right. Probably one of the most complicated names in the motorcycle industry. It's their air-cooled retro classic looking roadster, I guess, competing against bikes like Kawasaki Z900. Big revisions to the chassis, so complete new frame, new rear shock, new forks. The frame has got different rigidity, it's lighter, new forks, and then a lot of advancement in rider aids. This little digital dash, that's a optional extra, but you've got quick shifter for the first time, and we've got multiple rider modes, which is road, rain, and then the optional dynamic. And yeah, we got having a little play in Spain. Beautiful weather, beautiful roads, nice little riding group. Today promises to be a good day. So in terms of what we've got in terms of switchgear, we've got the navigation wheel which does the phone connectivity, so turn that, I can go into trips, see what range I've got, go back, got navigation. On the right bar I've got the modes. It's keyless ignition, but they've still left the key ignition, but it's actually keyless, so it starts over here. 3 modes to option from: road, dynamic and rain. All can be changed on the fly. Traction control, I can change off on the fly and do what I want. Cruise control, top left. Heated grips, as you'd expect, which I have got on number 2, because just in the mountains it's a bit fresh. And when you get them on number 3, they are proper warm. You can warm your breakfast up on them. Oh, look at this. What a lovely bike. I mean, it might be the old air-cooled 1200, but we've got lean sensitive ABS, we've got lean sensitive traction, which is needed. It's lovely. It's smooth, it's effortless, it's comfortable. The suspension's really nice. I don't want to change anything. Just want to sit in the saddle, use these wide bars to flick it about and have some fun. These wide bars just make it effortless. It looks like, I mean, it looks amazing. I think it looks great. It's kind of last of the proper air-cooled retros as well. I can't think of many more air-cooled bikes out there, not of this capacity and power. I mean, maybe on faster roads I might want more power, but it's on par with the competition. Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Yes, it is expensive, especially when you start ticking some accessory boxes. I mean, those wheels are worth the money alone. I mean, they look beautiful. And the level of finish now on the R12 NineT is really high. There are lots of bikes in this category that claim to be kind of like the retro fashionable bikes, but I think in terms of finish, this is at the pinnacle. This is really neat. I really like where they've simplified the engine as well. They've got a lot of the air intake has gone. I love where they put the preload on this side. It just looks really neat, really well thought out. Love the design, love the looks. I'm already looking at the bike and going, oh, I'd like to change that, and I'd like to change that, and this would look good that way, and that would look good that way. And for me, it's got that kind of wow factor. For me, if I opened the garage on a Sunday morning and saw that, and I got my jacket and jeans, leather jacket, helmet, I want to go ride it. I want to clean it when I come back. I want to look at that. That's a proud bike to own. I really enjoyed that. As I said at the start of this video, it kind of went underneath the radar and I didn't really know much about it. And I thought, well, it's a few little upgrades. It's going to be a little bit heavy and a little bit vibey. It's kind of old school, but that has really surprised me. That is a really impressive bike. It's priced more than the competition, and I guess the competition is Kawasaki's RS, there's competition from Triumph, you can maybe put Yamaha's XSR 900 in there. It kind of depends on what you regard as retro. Is it 70s, is it 80s, is it 90s? But as a standalone bike, on the bike that we tested today, hugely enjoyable bike to ride. When we finished riding, I wanted to continue riding. I didn't just want to continue riding for the afternoon, I want to continue riding tomorrow. I want that bike in my garage.